Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. Today is 10th December 2024, and we are on chapter 17. Okay, and tomorrow is going to be the final grand finale of this Bhagavad Gita. First of all, my gratitude to all of you for following this class from day one without fail. And some of you joined halfway, but still you continue with the class without fail. So thank you so much. I believe that until chapter 17, you have some kind of realization. Okay, some kind of realization, some kind of revelation in your heart. So as we understood, Bhagavad Gita is a summum bonum. Summum bonum means the ultimate truth. Okay, the ultimate truth that actually what a person need to know, it's given. It's a personalized prescription. Okay, for instance, when you are having just a fever, you take Panadol. Panadol is a standard treatment. But as we go on, then specifically we have certain disease, we have to take specific medicine. So similarly, the entire Vedas is just like a Panadol, but Bhagavad Gita is a specific treatment, a vaccination, a directed treatment. So it going to treat directly to our existence. So what is that greatest pain that we all are going through is the identification. Okay, the identification that we are trying to identify is false. It is not true, and it seems so in this false identification we are all suffering and struggling because we are not living in our natural place, but we are living in a shadow. But the Maya is so great, it can make the shadow so real. Okay, so today is chapter 17, the division of faith, and here Krishna is going to explain to you according to the what are the faith that we have and what are the things. All right, so before that, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Darati Sva Parantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapada Kamlam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagar Jadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Jaya Pataka Swami Niti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradaine Gaura Kadada Madaya Nagara Grama Tarini Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasa Chidistarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitai Kripa Daye Krishna Sambandha Vignanadaine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Premadia Sri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastate Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtai Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruda Pasitanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambode Padambu Jayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gauravir Bhavabu Mestvam Nidasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannataya Te Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyacha Paditanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhayo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gauratise Namaha Panchatatmatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Avadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nastaprayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Just give me a second. Okay. Can you all hear me, right? Okay, Hare Krishna. So, let's start our program. So, ISKCON Malaysia, in collaboration with ISKCON Ipoh, Bhakti Yoga Center, proudly presents Gita Gyan, chapter 17. Okay. So, let's take darshan from Sri Sri Nittai Gauranga Rai, the presiding deity of ISKCON Kuala Lumpur. Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhatra, Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patakami Bhavatu Me. All right, so today we dedicate this program to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And also just a quick look about Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is the great Acharya, the Acharya for Kali Yuga. It's predicted, okay, it's predicted in the Sastras. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted, soon there will be my Senadipadi Bhakta. Senadipadi means commander-in-chief. Okay, Senadipadi. Okay, Senapadi. Senapadi Bhakta or commander-in-chief. He will come and he will spread the religion all over the world. Okay. And there's also, when we look at this, another doctrine. Okay. Okay. All right. There's also many places, many doctrine also says, okay, like for instance, when you look at the Bible, also Jesus said, I shall come back again. All right. Whatever I tell you now, your ears can't bear them. I shall come back again and give you the rest. Okay. And as so based on that prediction of Lord Jesus, he also says that when I come in disguise and I will go in disguise. So no one will recognize me. I'll come in disguise and go in disguise. But the next religion that I'm going to start, the next teaching is going to be the world dominant. So like that, when you see like so many examples, okay, from Bible, from Vedas and everything, so it just simply suits Srila Prabhupada. At the age of, he was born in 7th September 1896. 7th or 16th? Yeah, 7th September. Around September 1896. He was born into a very rich family. They call the Mulik family, M-U-L-I-K, Mulik. Mulik are very rich merchant. They are business people. They are very rich merchant family. And both side, okay, father and mother side, both side are very well-to-do family. And they had their personal servant and all these kind of things. And the father, Gaur Mohandi. Gaur Mohandi is actually Srila Prabhupada's father. And Srila Prabhupada's birth name is Abhay Charan D. D means is the family name, D-E. Day or D or something like that. Okay, D. So Gaur Mohandi had a vision. He always wanted the son to become a servant of Radharani. When he was born, he invited a priest to come and to check on his astrology. So when are we supposed to look at astrology? That's very important. We only should look at our astrology or refer to astrology on 3 occasions only. 3 occasions. Number 1, the day that we are born. What is our Rasi, Nakshatra, Lakna, and in what name that we should name? That's the number 1. Number 2, when we want to get married, we want to see the compatibility within the husband, boy and girl. Okay. And number 3, what's the third one? First is this, second. And number 3 is when a person, okay, number 1 is the birth. Number 2 is marriage. And number 3 is for something, Krishna.
Work.
Huh? What is it?
Work, job.
Work, yeah. Number 3 is to find out what naturally your job going to be. All right. What is your job? Okay. In what is your natural? What is the job that you're supposed to do? Only on these three occasion only you usually refer to the astrology. Other than that, everything is all depends on the three mode of material nature and also by the mercy of the Lord. Okay, nothing can be changed. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
A quick question, Prabhu. For
Yes.
compatibility astrology, if the couple say that no, okay, we are not compatible and so and all that,
Mm.
do they still go on or they break off? Or because of Krishna
Okay.
consciousness, they said, okay, no, let's do it with Krishna's mercy. Thanks, Prabhu.
Everything is success in relationship, everything by the mercy of the Lord. Okay, when we can put Krishna in the middle, whether you're compatible or non-compatible, your grahastha life will be successful. Okay, when we just understand the studies of Gita, what is that? I'm not this body. Therefore, I don't take any possessiveness. I don't take charge. And husband and wife both serve Krishna in the mode of service. Your family life will be beautiful. If not, who are you? Who am I? I am from this family, you're from that family, I am this, that, I'm educated, you're not, all these kind of, a lot of differences. The reason for breakup when there is differences. When there's no differences in the family life, there will be harmony in family life. Okay, we'll discuss this later, Prabhu. I got a lot of explanation to do on this.
Thanks,
So
thanks,
anyway,
Prabhu.
and Gaur Mohanji was born. Then after that, when the astrologer came and predicted, he said at the age of 70, he will leave. He will leave this world. He leave this. He leave India and travel the world. And he going to establish 108 temples around the world. Okay, he going to establish 108 temples. He going to be a great sadhu. Therefore, name him Abhay Charan. Abhay Charan means the one who are fearless. Abhaya. Abhaya means fearless. Charan means at the lotus feet of the Lord. So, like that. Then at the young age, when he was a young teenager, that time was a Gandhi movement when they wanted to fight for independence for India, and he became a Gandhi sympathizer. Okay, and when he graduated from the Scottish College, he studied chemistry. So he was a graduate. He refused to accept the scroll as a protest to the British Empire. Then one day, his friend called. He said, "There's one sadhu is here, and I want to go and see. I want you to come and see." And Abhay Charan refused. He said, "I have seen too many sadhus in my life." Because the father, whenever he see any sadhu that walk by, he immediately catch all of these guys. I mean, the sadhus, bring them to the house, give them prashadam, and please tell them, please bless my son, so my son will be a great servant of Radharani. So when he was growing up, he sees too many sadhus came to the house. And some sadhus are bogus. All right. So he got fed up already seeing all these people, sadhus. So when his friend told, "Come, let's have a look at the sadhu," he said, "No." He's refused to see. But somehow or other, the friend forced him. He said, "No, you come." He dragged him. When he went and saw the sadhu, it's just like a long lost relationship. At one look, when he met Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he just looked at the boy and immediately said, "Why not? Since you are an educated young man, why not you take this message of Lord Chaitanya to the Western world? Why not you teach this knowledge to the Western world?" All right. So when it struck him, So then Abhay Charan argued. He said, "Our land, India, is not independent. What's the point?" Then after that, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur says, "In this entire three world, there's no independence. We are dependent. Okay, the independence are not going to make the big thing. The real independence is to be liberated from this material body and go back home, back to Godhead." So their conversations strike him. And ever since that, he became a follower of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And 10 years later in Allahabad, he was taken initiation. And he was initiated as Abhay Charan. Abhay Charan, yes. They maintain the same name, Abhay Charan. So then after that, then he had a life, family life, and everything went on. Until one day he decided that he want to commit to his spiritual mission, because the spiritual master always coming to the dream and telling him, get ready, you need to go to overseas. So then he started to create this league of devotees in Jhansi. Then after that, nobody want to listen to him. Then he tried to preach to all that locals. Nobody wants to listen to him. Then he went back to Vrindavan. Then after that, he started to translate the Bhagavatam into English. Okay. First he translated the Bhagavatam into English. And he tried to convince. Then he went to the League of Devotees. Because the Indians, after independence, they are so excited. Because now they become the master. Because all the while they worship the Westerners, the British. Now when they get independent, they go so excited. They are not bothered about spiritual life. After all these things he couldn't maintain, then Guru Maharaj came to his dream and says, "Now go to America." So he went and met this Sumati Morarji, Mataji, the own of Jaladuta, and begged her, can you give me a ticket to India? And Sumati Moraji said, Swamiji, if you go to India, you're going to die. You don't waste your time. You're already old. You're 69. No point. Then he went and so insisted. Say, well, since you're insisted, then I give it to you. Then she gave the ticket. Then this is the ship that he traveled, Jaladuta. All right. So the ambassador of the sea. Jala means water. Duta means ambassador. So ambassador of this sea. So he took that ship and went on the way. You know that when he was crossing Pacific, the ocean was so bad. He had a 2 massive heart attack. The third one might have killed him. Suddenly he had a dream that all the Vishnus coming and rowing the boat and assuring him, don't worry. And the captain was telling, I've never seen Pacific Ocean this calm, because Pacific Ocean always rough. Right now he sees the ship was keep going so calmly. Then he came down in Boston and stayed with his Agarwal family. And from there, then after that he came and he stayed in this yoga studio and just traveling alone with only 40 rupees and with little Srimad Bhagavatam. But he had so much of faith in the chanting of the holy name. He had so much of faith. Then after that, he got some sympathizers start to follow him. Then through that follower, he started, this is the Thompson Square. You see this photo here, Thompson Square, the place where Hare Krishna actually officially started in the Western world, outside India. Under the tree, Thompson Park Square, he ding, and all the hippies came and danced. They were big so high. And the hippies arranged for him, what they call, okay, they were having what they call a big concert. And Prabhupada says, okay, you organize the concert, and the first song that he said. So first, he went there, he sang Hare Krishna, everybody ecstatically danced, and Prabhupada gave a quick speech and went on. Can you imagine? A sadhu went for a punk party, the party where all the hippies are crazy fellas high on drugs or there. You know, some of the songs they used to like Grateful Date, Grateful Date, and all these kind of groups were there, right? So he went and did the thing. And from there, many people start to, and he said, I give you a drug that you can stay high forever. Your drug next day got hangover. I give you one drug, you can stay high forever. Then everybody came and they start to chant Hare Krishna. They see a lot of transformation. Then from there, he sent some of his disciples like Yamuna and Shyama Sundar Prabhu, the couple, and another couple, Mukunda and something. So they all went to England. They don't know anything. They are just few months old devotee. They just don't know hate and tail about Hare Krishna. The only thing they know is to chant Hare Krishna. That's it. And they have firm faith in spiritual master. They just went to UK. Then somehow or other, they tried all their weeds. They have so little money, they don't know what to do. Don't know go to left or go to right. So somehow or other, they end up there. And eventually, they made a point to go and meet this, the Beatles. All right, the famous group in Beatles. All right. So the Beatles came, and when he met, then when George Harrison came and he said, hey, I've been looking for you for so long. Your mantra is so interesting. I've been singing your mantra. It's good. Then through that, they started this album called the Radha Krishna Temple. The song that we sing now, Govindam Adi Purusham. Every morning Mangalarti that sang in every ISKCON temple around the world is sung by Yamuna Devi, by this Beatles group. And George Harrison became a Siksha disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And he gave this big mansion, a bungalow lot, all right, called Bhakti Vedanta Meno. It's a kind of amazing thing. It's a castle, right? Given to him. Then from there, he went to Russia, and a place where he was invited by the professor. In Russia, he don't have anything. You're not allowed to preach. Suddenly, one boy came, Alex Kornikov or something like that. Suddenly, one boy came and he said, what are you doing? What is the thing? No, who are you? Prabhupada sat with him and spoke to him for 3 days. Only 3 days. He gave him all the instruction needed. Just 3 days. So when you see in Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj had a big realization after 7 days. After he heard the Srimad Bhagavatam, then after that he got liberated. And Prabhupada proved it again. Just 3 days he spoke to that Russian boy who doesn't know hate and tale about Indian culture, Indian way of life, nothing, zero. He taught him and gave him a Bhagavad Gita. Then after that he told his secretary Shyama Sundara, he said, Prabhupada, what do you think? Everything is Krishna's mercy. And Prabhupada was so confident because he's so dependent on Krishna. And that boy translated into Russian language, all the Bhagavad Gita. He wrote in his own hand. He saw that English, he write. In Russia, the Bhagavad Gita, they wrote in his one. I got a Gita. I give it to you. So you write down first chapter. Then you give to another person. They write down. By the time everything finished, come to your side. Now you take it and translate into a second chapter. All handwritten in notebook. Like that. So eventually they found out and everything. And this one person, and Prabhupada, the best thing, initiated him on the spot. 3 days later, he just initiated, he gave, I don't know what his name, he gave him a name, Prabhava Das or something. He gave him the name. And after that, to see what he can do. And that person spread the Hare Krishna movement until he became a threat. KGB caught him, severely punished him, sent him to that, torture chamber, whacked him, terrible. They gave him a raw beef. Either you eat or you die. And he refused to eat. Some or other he came up. And because of that one person, Hare Krishna became, the Russian devotee are the second top devotee in the world. Outside India, the biggest Hare Krishna community is in Russia. And he made it. All right? Because there's a term they call Russian never give up. And after that, then he came, he met all these great professors and everything. He created this Back to Godhead magazine and composed so many books. All right? If you're going to read, just imagine that we're going to start our marathon next year. Just by reading 4 books, it's going to take us 4 to 5 years. And imagine Prabhupada translated everything. It's a superhuman feat. Okay? So, Srila Prabhupada, Abhay Charanaravinda, Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, is Senapati Bhakta, or the commander-in-chief in the movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To that spiritual master, we offer obeisances and gratitude because of his mercy. Today we are able to study Bhagavad Gita. And to all his wonderful disciples, they have translated this book into 70 languages around the world. Even in India, it is in all native languages, right? Just imagine if you're in Malayali, Telugu, Kannadam, Hindi, Urdu, all right? Even it's translated into Arabic. It translated to all the things. Even though Srila Prabhupada left the world 47 years ago, in September 1977, but he lives forever in his teachings and in his purport. So Srila Prabhupada is our Siksha Guru, our eminent Siksha Guru, and he's just going to be a Siksha Guru for the next 10,000 years. All right? So if you think you don't have a Guru, for now, the purport is Srila Prabhupada. And when you read the Bhagavad Gita and you go read along the purport, you are actually getting the direct instruction from Srila Prabhupada. Because the Siksha Guru lives forever in his instruction. To that spiritual master, we offer our obeisances. Vancha kalpatarubhascha, kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavinibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namo. Okay, let's look at today's Gita Gyan Mahatmya. What we understood here. Ya shanoti cha gitartam kirtayatyeva ya param sravayacha parartam vai sa prayati param padam. One who attentively hears and sings the glories of the purport of the Gita. Let me read and also read the glories of purport. Or reiterates that purport to others. That means then again you go and tell the people, do you know something what I learned from Gita? You know, such a person attains to the supreme destination. These are the person that achieves the supreme destination. Who? Those who attentively hear and sing. So you don't, when you read Bhagavad Gita, that's why I say don't study. Don't read. Read is just like reading newspaper. But you study word by word and try to reflect with your life. Right? The reflection is very important. Get a book, get a journal, daily write down what are the things that you have practiced, what are the things that you are gaining, what are the things that you are practicing from the teachings of Gita. Where do you need to improve? All right. Sometimes you say, oh, that flaw, that means I know the false ego attacked me. Then so when the next day when the thing happens, when you write down only you understand. If not, you're going to be a random person. Imagine yesterday morning I had this breakfast with this. If you don't write down, 2 days later, you're wondering, no, what did I eat 2 days ago? I know I eat chapati, but with what? Something like, you don't know the detail. But you have written, when you open back, oh yeah, I've written, you remember back. You remember better. Reflection is very important. That shows that we are a human being because we are always trying to improve. In a daily basis, we are studying so many books to improve our life. So now is the time that we should improve our real self. Okay, so that we don't be born again in this material place. So the understanding of the Gita is the Vedic knowledge is not a question of research. Our research work is imperfect because we are researching things with imperfect senses. We discussed that yesterday. Okay. We have to accept perfect knowledge which comes down, as is stated in Bhagavad Gita, by the parampara system, or disciplic succession. It's very, very, very important parampara. You don't accept anything which is not from parampara. A sadhu suddenly appear from nowhere. He can look so fantastic. He can be so knowledgeable. All right? It is so knowledgeable. It's so fantastic. It's so great. You understand? You so distinct. But when you don't have a parampara system, usually he has to be rejected. Okay? Let me give you a very gross example. Okay? Gross example. Especially in our Indian culture. When we want to get married, a boy and a girl, we will check their background. All right? Because love marriage never existed in our Vedic system. It is always, it's a duty of the father to get a suitable match. So, when even the best thing is like my parents got married. They never met each other. My grandfather just said, next week you're getting married. That's it. And when they met on the podium, the place they go together, that's why, hey, my wife, oh, this is the person. No, they never met each other. So that was the system before. So it's what they call. So when they want to get them married, first thing they check about their background. Where do they come from? What is their family background? What is the father doing, mother doing, and what is their parambara? That's very important. And imagine when a person who are come from a person who are so qualified, so elevated, very intelligent, superb human being, but later they found out the person is an orphan. He born in orphanage. So they usually will never get him married to the family. They will reject him. Even though that is very highly qualified. He can be very qualified. But when they check their background, you're orphanage. Who's your father? Don't know. Who's your mother? Don't know. We don't know how you born also, first of all. Are you born proper? Did you Garbhadana Samskara? Or you were born out of wedlock? Or maybe out of anything else? They will reject. So that's why parampara is very important. You understand the analogy? That's why we say, if a person doesn't come from parampara, that person has to be rejected. Okay? We have to receive knowledge from a proper source in disciplic succession, beginning from the Supreme Spiritual Master, the Lord Himself, and handed down to a succession of spiritual masters. Arjuna, the student who took lesson from Lord Sri Krishna, accepts everything that he says without contradicting him. One is not allowed to accept one portion of Bhagavad Gita and not other. This is very important. Because you are at the final chapter, the second final chapter, you are at the semi-finals. So the thing is important. Oh, I like this chapter. I like these teachings of Gita, and others no. You shouldn't do that. You have to accept everything. There's no such thing you can take a portion of it. No. We must accept Bhagavad Gita without interpretation. That's another important thing Prabhupada is of warning. We don't interpret Bhagavad Gita because we are so imperfect. What interpretation can we give? Without deletion. Oh, this doesn't look good. I remove this. This one doesn't look. No. And without our own whimsical participation in the matter. That means our own opinion. Okay, we give our own opinion, give our own idea, and understand. No, we shouldn't do that. Own whimsical. Whimsical means without any control. The Gita should be taken as the most perfect presentation of the Vedic knowledge. Vedic knowledge is received from transcendental source. And the first word was spoken by the Lord Himself. The words spoken by the Lord are called Aparushaya. Okay, what is Aparushaya means? It means that they are different. Okay, the Lord are called Aparushaya, meaning that they are different from words spoken by the person of the mundane world, who are infected with 4 defects. So that means Aparushaya means the word that is contradict. That means it is not exactly the thing like what they call without these defects, because Krishna is perfect. His words are perfect, but we are defectors. So what we also call as the mundaners. So the mundaner has this thing, 4 qualities, sure to commit mistake, invariably illusion. In many ways we are illusion, has the tendency to cheat others, and is limited by imperfect senses. With these 4 participation, one cannot deliver perfect information of all pervading knowledge. Let's look at chapter 17, the divisions of faith. So Arjuna is starting 17.1. Arjuna vacha ye shastra vidding ustrijya yajante shraddayan vita teshang nishtatu ka Krishna Sattva Rajastama. Arjuna inquired, "Oh Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principle of scripture?" Now he asking a question. Those who don't follow the principle of scripture, but worship according to their own imagination, are they in goodness, passion, or ignorance? This is something that is quite common in this world now, because now we are simply following blindly the family tradition. The family tradition says, well, this is how we born, this is how we live, and this is what we worship. Okay, especially in my family life, it's very common. Okay, they said, oh, you're born into this particular caste, and this is what we have been worshiping. Your grandfather, your great grandfather, all were doing this. Therefore, you also have to do this. All right, because that worship and all these things are considered imagination. Because some or other, somebody, I think, or 5, 6 forefathers of mine suddenly inspired, he start to follow that, and we are following. Okay, first can be coincidental. Okay, then after that, you pass through the maybe just understanding. He understand, okay, I think I should practice like this. Then secondly, he passed to the second generation. It become a what they call way of life. The third generation, when it goes to the third generation, it become a custom. The fourth generation become a tradition. The fifth generation become a culture, and sixth generation become a religion. Somebody's imagination, eventually after 6, 7 generation, it become a religion. So like that. So we must understand. So Krishna is asking, Arjuna is asking that question. So this question is for us of our own revelation. Are we doing the right thing or not? Okay. So he asked this question. If a person was situated who don't follow the principle of scripture, they don't follow the scripture, the law, rules and regulation, but they simply worship out of imagination. This is my way of life, I slaughter goat. Or this is my way of life, I do like this. All this imagination. So where do they stand? Arjuna asked. Therefore, Krishna answered, Trividdhi bhavati shraddha dehinam sa svabhavaja satviki rajasi chaiva tamasi chetitang shrinu. The Supreme Person of Godhead said, according to the modes of nature, acquired by the embodied soul, one's faith can be of 3 kinds: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Now hear about this. So what Krishna says, according to the modes of nature. So in what mode we are, we acquire according to the nature. We get according to the mode. Okay. And that mode can be either goodness, passion, or ignorance. Example, say like for instance, a person had amnesia. Okay, a person flying on a plane, and suddenly the plane crashes in Amazon jungle. Cessna plane, small plane. Okay, the Aborigines, the Amazonians, okay, they came and they saw something and pulled his fella out. He's alive. But because of his hard knock on his head, he got amnesia. Amnesia means he forget everything. He came from a very highly cultured family and everything. But because he hit the thing and he went there, he fell into the jungle. All right. He was saved by the Amazonians, the Aborigines, and he forget everything. So after he went there, what happened? He became then after he come up, he said, where am I? Who are you? And he start to follow the way the jungle people lives. He can be a great devotee, or he can be a pure vegetarian, or whatever it is. But he went into the jungle. He had amnesia, so he started to follow the jungle wala lifestyle. He started to wear leaves around his bottom. All right. He started to put some coloring on his face. And he go and hunt for animal. And he drink the blood for good health. And all these kind of things. So according to that mode, he fell into the mode of ignorance. Okay. Then after that, suddenly one coconut fall on his head. He get back all his old memory. Hey, who am I? What am I doing here? Hey, why I'm dressing like this? Why I'm semi-naked? Why I'm wearing this? Hey, who are you? Hey, what are you talking? Who are you? Then he come to his realization. Then he go back to the plane. He get the walkie-talkie and connect back, and some other people come and save him. Right? So after save him, he went to that. You go back to the civilization, and after that, he start to change. And he start to realize, all the while I'm in amnesia and I'm drinking blood, I've been eating raw meat and everything. So go there, then he go back to his usual practice, then he go back to so according to which area that we fall or which area that we associate, our faith will act accordingly. And that's why Krishna says, either in goodness, passion, or ignorance. So let's see. So 17.4, Krishna says, Yajante satvika devan yaksha rakshangshi rajasa pretan bhuta ganangschanye yajanti tamasa jana. Men in the mode of goodness, a person who are in mode of goodness, they worship demigods. Okay, they worship demigods. Those in the mode of passion worship the demons. And those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirit. So what does that mean? A man, the person in the mode of goodness. Okay, for instance, when we go to Lord Shiva temple, Lord Ganapati temple, Vinayagar, Murugan temple, and all these are the people are usually in the mode of goodness. All right, it's the mode of goodness. So they worship, these people are really usually in the mode of goodness. All right. And those who are mode of passion is worship demons. Okay, like some crazy people, especially now it's quite common in South India. Okay, where when they see that they see the political leader as the god. Okay, and they worship like Stalin, the communist founder, or they worship this like some crazy people in South India. They start to feel Ravana is actually the real god. The Ravana is God. Okay, because he's Tamilan. That's another foolish thing, especially in South India. All right, is they say the Ravana is Tamilan, so that's why all the Tamil people worship him. But Ravana was never born in South India. He was born somewhere in Maharashtra or something like that. He's not a Tamilan, right? So then they say, oh, this is the thing. So all this kind of nonsense. So these are the people. They have all demoniac people. Okay, the passion. They mean these are the people in passion, and those in mode of ignorance. Oh yeah, like some idiots, especially the South Indian idiots. All right, we call them idiots. We shouldn't call them idiot. We call them rascal. Rascal means they're extremely stupid. All right, but they worship Periyar. There's one crazy guy, atheist, right? For his own popularity, he started to create this atheism. What they do on Periyar, that when the day that he was born, the birth celebration, he made a biryani made of beef and invited everybody and says, why you cannot eat beef? These kind of nasty things, all right? All these people all stolen by illusion, the knowledge. Okay, anyway. So these are the people in the passion. And those in the mode of ignorance. What are the ignorance? These are the people who worship ghosts and spirits. All right, they go to the graveyard, they worship this kind of ghastly form, the horrible form, all right, or spirits, this what they call like bomos, all right, or sometimes they worship this kind of gory form. Okay, we call them. Sometimes we can go to the house, they got a face, they put a face like that. So they say, no, okay, anyway, you all know what I'm talking about. So now, they say, okay, now Krishna also speaks about food. Chapter 17, text 8 to 10. What is the food in mode of goodness? The food in mode of goodness is juicy, wholesome, fatty, pleasing to heart. Fatty means ghee. Effects increase duration of life, purify, strengthen the health, okay, strengthening your body. It's very healthy and satisfying. It's very satisfying. The food in mode of passion is too bitter, sour, pungent. Pungent means like what? Like patai, durian. All these are pungent. All right. So, so this is the too bitter, sour, pungent. Okay, and also sometimes it's like salty, hot, dry, and burning. So what happened when the person eat this? They usually go into distress, misery, and disease. Imagine you eat durian more than required. Sometimes people get so excited, they whack durian so nicely, Have you seen that? Because we were family, we were durian. We were so much. Durian is our delight. Last time in my grandfather's time, I think Sumi is there. My cousin, is she there? Oh, I think she's not here. Because she can support my statement. Because when we were young, because Sumi and I were like Sumitra, that the person, one of my cousin, we all like grew up together. All right, we were same age group. So during durian season, my uncle usually buy one booth full of durian. And imagine you eat durian. Next day, oh, Krishna. Anyway, I've given up. So horrible. So that is passion. Ignorance. What is ignorance? The food which is tasteless, decomposed, food consisting of remnants of untouchable things, right? So tasteless, decomposed, like what? You take the meat from Australia, they slaughter the goat, I think, our lamb or beef, cow, they slaughter it maybe, 6-7 months ago, and they put it in a deep freezer, and they bring it to Malaysia, and they freeze again. So when you order, you take that this thing, it's all decomposing. It is just like a body has been preserved. They put in a body, that tray, that if you go to the mortuary, you can see there's a box. They put inside. It's very, very cold. All right, they freeze the body. So like that, they freeze the body of cow, goat, and all these things. All right. So it's tasteless. I mean, it is decomposed. It's decomposing actually. And food, okay, untouchable. So what are the things that you eat this kind of food? It's sleep. You be very sleepy. It creates laziness. And the most important is merciless. These people are not merciful. So you can say, hey, I still have mercy. It's not that. It is not that it is not that I'm not killing it, right? Whether you're killing or not, but you're participating in that killing process. All right. So it's like that. Okay. So now let's look at this. This is what verse 11 and 13. It says sacrifice. Okay, when we talk about sacrifice, what are the things sacrifice? The sacrifice in goodness is performed according to the scripture. We follow the regulation of the scripture, we follow. And we do as a matter of duty. Okay, I make money, I need to do, sacrifice the money, okay, duty. And desire no reward. Okay, they simply do that to satisfy the Lord. Okay, and they don't expect anything. And the sacrifice mode of passion is performed for some material benefit. Right, so I want to do this. I do this Lakshmi Kubera Yagya or Lakshmi Puja in the house. Okay, I call the priest and do because I want money. And some of the most important thing is you must understand, you can never make Lakshmi and Kubera at the same place. Lakshmi Kubera is very, very offensive. If you all are doing that, please don't do that anymore. Either you do Lakshmi Puja or you do Kubera Puja. There's no such thing Lakshmi Kubera Puja. And somehow you see many houses, they got a Kubera with Lakshmi in the middle. Or they put Lakshmi and Kubera side by side. It's extremely offensive. It's the madness of people who don't understand the Shastra. Taking someone else's wife and putting it in with another man. How terrible. Because that's a mode of Ravana. That's demoniac quality actually. Because Ravana doesn't want Ram. He wants Sita. He doesn't want Ram. He wants Sita. So similarly, we want Lakshmi. Lakshmi means fortune, money. But we don't want Vishnu. How can that be? And that Lakshmi will take in the form of Durga, will create suffering in that family. Anyway, I don't go into that detail. Okay, when we have time, we can discuss about that. So, perform material benefit and for the sake of pride. Third is ignorance. What is ignorance? Perform without regards of scripture. Without distribution of prashadam. No prashadam distributed. Simply do. No chanting of Vedic hymns. Simply, no, there's no chanting. All right, without faith or simply do, there's no faith. Just do lah. Just do without faith, and no remuneration to the priest. And that means they don't give a proper gift to the priest. Very important. In every kind of ritual and every kind of things, the priest or the person who are doing this program has to be rewarded. That's when your performance is complete. Okay, because you see that priests and all these, the brahmanas, all these, they don't have any other source of income. Their source of income is by spreading good fortune or by giving you good understanding, good teachings, and to be your well-wisher. All right. So so it's the remuneration to them is very important. Okay. So usually they don't ask, but sometimes people don't understand. That's why they need to ask. All right. Those days, whatever they give, they accept because they know how much to give. All right. What are the person? Okay. What are the usually they give? They like to give. It's like grains. 5 types of grains because they need to go back and cook some vegetables, all right, and some dakshina, all right, to that's the way. But if the person doesn't do that, it is this thing. When offer food, do we need to what? What is that? What is the sign? Wait, oh, bell. Oh, bell. Suddenly it looks like a nose. I was wondering why you put the nose there. Okay. You asked a question. When we do offering, do we need to ring the bell? Yes, of course. whenever we do offering, we need to ring the bell. We need to take the bell and start ringing, ring, 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 like that. Because ringing the bell creates auspicious sound. Ringing the bell will concentrate your mind in the offering, and Krishna have to ring the bell to accept offer. All right. Why you ask that question? Finish.
I offer the food, but I won't ring the bell. I offer the food, but
You
I
don't
won't
ring the bell. Do you have a bell at home?
I have, but I don't feel I do so I don't ring.
No. You see, you put the food there, you put tulasi, you cook nicely, you put tulasi, then you offer the altar, and just pray, dear Krishna, please accept this offering. All right. While you're doing that, just ring the bell. All right. There's a mantra actually. If you know the mantra, then you chant the mantra. If not, just ring the bell a few times. Oh, dear Krishna, please accept my offering. Or don't say to Krishna, but to Prabhupada. Dear Srila Prabhupada, I've tried my best to cook and to satisfy Lord Krishna. So kindly offer the food on my behalf. That's it. That's the put down. But if you know the mantra, what's the mantra? Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Namaha. Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Itaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Okay. Then after that, dear Krishna, I hope you enjoy my cooking and please bless me with full mercy. That's all. But while you're doing that, you need to ring the bell. Yes, Prabhu. Hey, wow, too long. Don't worry, it's too long. Just bring to Prabhupada. Don't worry about whether too long or too short. Just put there and just pray to Prabhupada. Do you have a Prabhupada photo in your house?
No. I don't
Okay,
have.
then keep the Bhagavad. You have a Bhagavad Gita with you?
I have.
Okay, you have a Bhagavad Gita, and behind the Bhagavad Gita, you can see there's a Prabhupada's photo, right? Or you just meditate. Or you just meditate, Srila Prabhupada, I'm trying my best to cook this, to offer, and please, Krishna, kindly offer on my behalf. Doesn't matter. It's all meditation. It's all your intention, your heart. Okay? Oh, I don't have the book. I don't have Prabhupada. So after I get Prabhupada photo and offer. No, don't do that. Offering Krishna food to Krishna is very auspicious. See, yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, on the bell, can it be any bell, but it's used for cowbell, Has it got to be a specific bell you buy from the
No. Wait, no need lah. As long the thing can ring the bell is good enough lah.
Okay, thanks, Prabhu.
Because there's some says that cow is it's not cow, it's a bull. All right, it's a bull. That means it's for Lord Shiva.
Nandi.
Another thing is Garuda is followed with Nandi. The bull is Nandi. One is like sits like a bull, But all that now, I've got everything. There's no such thing. As long the bell rings is good enough. No need to be very complicated. Our life is already so complicated. Let's make it very simplified. Chant Hare Krishna, read Bhagavad Gita, and offer little prasadam and be very, very happy. No need to be so ritualistic. All right.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
Prabhu.
remuneration to the priest is important. Okay. Yes. So now we talk about austerity of the body. How to austere? How we should keep our body austere? Okay. The austerity of body is like this. 17:14. Krishna says, Dvija Deva Dvija Guru Pranya Pujanang Shaucham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsacha Shariram Tapa Uchyate Shariram is body. Austerity of the body consists of worship the Supreme Lord. The austerity of the body, that means austerity. That means the austerity means the performance of the body is to worship the Supreme Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master, superiors like father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. So the austerity of the body, that means how you should utilize the body for. Okay, to worship the Supreme Lord. Number one. At the same time, you should worship the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas means the devotees. Again, is created by the British to divide and conquer. Okay. Am I clear, or did I break? Okay. So the caste system is by British to create divisions. All right. Why you cannot do that? Why can't you cannot go to the temple and start to pray? Why? Just to confuse people. All right. Just like Surpanagai confused what they call, no, not Surpanage, what they call, that lady, Kaikeyi, confused who, the Parada's mother in Ramayana. Huh? You want to say something?
Mantra then.
Okay. See, huh?
Mantra then. Mantra is the one confused like he.
Mantra. Yeah, you speak loudly. I can't hear you. Go near to the
Mantra.
mic.
Mantra is the one confused like he.
Yes, mantra, right? Mantra. Eh? Okay. So she gonna tell Kaikeyi, why not your son become the king? Why only Rama? They say, no, Rama is eldest. No, why not your son? Huh? Go fight for it. So confused her, and eventually she got it. So similarly, the whole system has been confused. When these kind of people like mantra, like these kind of people they call they come and create conflict like British. Okay, they come and created this kind of confusion. So now we are also practicing that, believing that I am from this caste, so therefore I'm greater than others. No, in Kali Yuga, everybody Shudra. We are just like, we are considered like, rejected ones from all the different yugas. So these Brahmanas, this caste system has to be initiated. Okay, this thing must be, you can be the lowest of the lowest caste. You can be the highest of the highest caste. When it comes in the eyes of the devotion, in the eyes of scripture, you are nothing. All right. The thing is, when you can practice bhakti so sincerely, like one of the Swamiji Maharaj, right? His name is Damodara Swami. What Damodara Swami? Bhakti Dira Damodara Swami. He's a Nigerian. Can you imagine? Yeah, these Africans are considered like semi-human barbarians. Like in Western world, they call people all semi-human. They look dark and their eyes are always red. The Africans, they're the blacks, the Negroes, always they have a black eyes, red eyes. And they speak, they got a deep voice. And the way they speak, Shamter, it's so scary. That's why when they brought to America, all the Americans carried gun just to control these fellas. They're so scary. All right. But now Bhakti Didara Damodara Swami is a sannyasi. He's an initiating guru from Nigeria. And he's initiating, he's one of the favorite gurus among that people in Vrindavan. A lot of Indians surrendered to his lotus feet and accepting initiation from him. So what is that proof? Right? What is that proof? Like a Partha Saradi Swami, right? That day, I think it was on his appearance day, he was talking about his life. When everybody shaved his head, he refused to shave. He's a hippie before, but today is a Swamiji, sannyasi. So it doesn't matter where we come from, what is our caste. We must understand we are the only qualification is by initiation. If you accept a guru, you go and surrender to a guru, and the guru initiate you as a Brahmana, that's when you are a Brahmana. Okay? If not, we are still at a neutral stage. So among the neutral stage, we are trying to create supremacy. I am from this caste, that caste. In fact, like. But I'm very grateful. My father was against it. So I'm exactly following my father's footstep. My father also, because imagine my grandfather from India, and how terrible they are that thing, they don't even marry, they don't even allow to be married outside the caste system, right? This must vary among the Chettiar and all these kind of things. So my father was against it. All right. So once I accidentally used that word, the word P, the P caste. I just said, that flow is a P. My father gave me a tie slap. Pang! I said, why? Why are you slapping me? Never use that. We are all equal. So that's something that I've been following. But of course, after I come to this Krishna conscious, then I start to realize what my father said is right. All right. There's no such thing caste system, because every one of us are in the same platform. So now is the time we should work hard to elevate ourselves. We should work hard to elevate ourselves. Okay. Not by seeing that supremacy of, because first of all, we understand we are not this body. When we feel that we are not this body, then from where this kind of system come from? Understand? Because this is all bodily concept. When I have this body, I have certain rules and regulations to follow. That means I born as a, so I born in an Indian body. I born into this certain family, and the native language is Tamil for me. Okay, and my second language is in English. Then this is way that I eat like this. I eat with my right hand. I eat rice. Rice is my staple food. Now C.S. Tan, the same person, he born into a Chinese family. You know, he had this kind of physiology, and he preferred this kind of food. For him, the staple food is noodles, right? So when you look at Punjabi, when you look at Punjabis, what they do, they're native. Okay, they born into that body, and they're native, and they have that kind of way of life. And their native food is chapati. They don't eat rice. They hardly eat rice. All right, they eat chapati. So like that, in certain people, but that means we are all according to the situation, the circumstances, that body that we have taken, right? We change accordingly. But after that, what happened? So what is that common things all of us have? That we are not this body. So when I believe we are not this body, so we have our standard procedure of living life, our likes and dislike. All right, that's it. But we follow that standard SOP, but we still believe that we are not this body, and we create harmony. All right. So I cannot go on eating noodles all my life. I can't take it. I can't go on eating chapati all my life. I can't do it. Because naturally, I have to eat rice according to the body that I've taken. All right. So if you look at Chinese, they cannot go on eating rice, or they cannot go on eating chapati, puri. They must eat noodles. So it's natural. So we follow that. But to create a division among human beings according to the caste from where that we were born, that is absolute foolishness. Because we must understand, we are not this body, and the caste system, it is bogus system. It is totally bogus, because it has been created by certain kind of people and for their own supremacy. Oh, I'm born in this caste, therefore I'm great. Yeah, right. I have seen so many people who are born in Brahmana family. They are worse than Shudras. I have seen so many people born in my people, Chettiar. They are worse than human beings. They are semi-human, I should say. They are worse than Amazons. They are called Chandalas. I have seen the people who have eaten dog before. I know a person who have eaten dog. But today is a first-class devotee who is more elevated. The dog eater is elevated. Not the flow born in certain castes and show their supremacy. I am this, I am that. It's totally bogus. So that's what it says. The Brahmanas here is the one that has been by practice, not by sentiment. Okay. The spiritual master means the master that we have taken, like Srila Prabhupada is our eminent spiritual master. Then after that, our own Diksha Guru. The superiors, like the father and mother, we must always understand the father and mother are worshipable. When a child can just touch the parents' feet and go to work or go to school and all this, you can see them very successful. It's very important. Okay, the blessings of the father. Once Prabhupada was giving initiation, I think to Gargamuni, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Gargamuni or Bhavananda? Yeah, brothers, Bhavananda Gargamuni brothers. So it's American. The mother came for the initiation. And Prabhupada just told him, take blessing from your mother. Go and touch your feet and take a blessing and come and sit down. Can you imagine? Prabhupada set the standard even in Western world. He never compromised. So he got up, he went and fell at the feet of his mother, and the mother was wondering, what are you doing? Are you smelling my leg? Go touch the feet, then came and sat, and that's when Prabhupada gave him initiation. Worshipable. Always must remember that. And cleanliness, very important. Okay, we have to keep our body very clean. We have to bathe 3 times a day minimum. All right, of course, if you can't, at least 2 times a day. Not 3 times, 3 times a day, but 2 times minimum. First thing, wake up in the morning, you must bathe. And in the evening, before the sunset, you have to bathe again. The 2 times you have to bathe. Okay. And whenever you pass stool, you go to toilet, you have to bathe. Then whenever you cut your hair, cut your fingernails, you have to bathe. All right. That's very important. Okay. And of course, simplicity. Simplicity means try to live as simple as you can. Sometimes when you want to live a grand life, all right, it is something you feel, oh, I like to wear the latest Versace brand shirt. I like to wear this kind of, but just to avoid that, try to live a simple life. Okay. Celibacy. Celibacy means That means you are living a life with controlled sex. Okay, celibacy. That means you are married, but still you are celibate. Okay, like sometimes I don't want to mention this thing because it's under recording. There are some people who are, the sex is a must. Okay, sex is a must. They want to have sex. I know people who can just go on having sex almost every day. Right? So these are the things. Of course, they're a married couple, right? They're married couple, but they must have that. Okay, but that's the thing. But now you see, celibacy is also one of that part of the thing. That means you are married, but still you are under control. All right. And of course, the last one is non-violence. So don't be violent and don't be the cause of the violent. All right. Non-violence means the food that we eat is the violent, because the food that is on your plate. It should be non-violence. Don't eat violence food. That means the way that goat, the chicken, the fish get killed is terribly. They get killed so terribly. They cut the throat, and the chicken is screaming in pain. Then after that, they pull the feather out and they throw into the hot boiling water before the chicken actually dies. And it goes, then after they come out, where they pull everything and they cut open the intestine like nourishing a day, open, take everything, throw out. And after they clean, they put it there. After they put it on the day, you still see the still alive. So that's the day that I gave up non-veg. It happened in 1992 for Deepavali Day. My father always, he won't take me to market. But the day I have no choice, he took me. After the chicken I saw first time I'm seeing the chicken get slaughtered. Screaming in agony. Then after the thing cut, and I saw there's a boiling water. They just slit the throat and immediately take the flesh and throw into the boiling water. Can you imagine? Or in other words, what karma the chicken did to die like this. Then after they come out, the whole body like burnt, all like falling off, and the flesh just like that. Then cut the head off, cut the leg off, then open and throw everything from inside. Then wash and put it there. I was so shocked. Then I brought we brought the thing back, and I went to the chicken, in the plastic bag, and I just for my taste, just for my 6 inches tongue, you have to die. That time I was from Form 2. I was Form 2 in the year 1992. I was thinking, for my sake of my tongue, you need to die? So sad. And suddenly I saw the chicken still alive. After the thing get killed and everything processed, and they come and bring to the house after 1-2 hours later, the leg, and I saw the skin like wave. Oh my God. That is cruelty. The goat get killed in a very cruel way. The cows get killed in a very cruel way. So the food that we eat is full of cruelty. So when we eat cruel food, how are we supposed to be happy? How can we be merciful? First of all, how are we going to get the mercy? All right. When we see the police usually is not merciful towards the criminal, right? Because they are criminal. But when you see a normal person, they'll be merciful. Okay, but criminal, we whack. So the same thing, imagine how the law of nature acts upon you. But of course, if we have a strong desire, all right, you must understand all this. Because the law, you must know. But how you're going to practice is later, according to the intelligent. So we must know the food that we eat: egg, fish, chicken, beef, cow, goat, pig. All these things have been cruelly killed. Right? So when you want to practice non-violence, you have to give that up. And how are you going to do it? Of course, a strong desire is there. So chant Hare Krishna and read Bhagavad Gita. Eventually, the taste will go off. Trust me, because this is not the first time I'm doing this program. I've done this program so many times for the last 3 years. With almost 1,000, almost few hundred students came. Right? And all of them became vegetarian. And how? Naturally. They chant Hare Krishna, the taste just go off. Okay? 15. Austerity of the speech. This is another important thing that all of us must remember. If you can, please take photo of this, or you take chapter 15, text 17, chapter 15, you open that verse, you mark this, what they call this verse. Okay? This austerity of the speech. Anudvega karang vakyam satyang priya hitang chayat swadhyaya vyasanam chaiva Vanmayang tapa uchyate. Very important. If you can practice this, you're going to create unbelievable peace, unbelievable happiness in your life. So austerity of speech consists of speaking words that is truthful. Number one. Number two. Okay, let me mark this thing. Okay. Austerity of the speech is consists of speaking words which is truthful. Okay. Austerity of the speech. The austerity, okay, is to speaking words that is, number one, truthful. Number two, pleasing. Number three, beneficial. Number four, not agitating to others. And also, and at the same time, we must regularly recite the Vedic literature. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, so now let's see. So first thing, the austerity of the speech. Okay, number one, it has to be truthful. Okay, whatever that you speak has to be truthful. Secondly, it has to be pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting the words. So we must always remember this. Like some people say, I always speak the truth, and they lambast the truth. They openly speak. Yes, I saw you doing. No, I don't eat this. People say, like sometimes we go, say, can I serve you something? You know, can you? No, actually, I'm fine. Thank you for the offer. But I don't feel like eating. Just say it in very nice way. But a person will say truthful. No. You are meat eater. I don't eat in your house. What will happen? What? Yeah, you're a meat eater. You know, what do you have? Do you have everything clean? Do you have a clean potato? That's because, so we must remember that. How are we going to speak? So that means what we're going to say must be truthful. But secondly, it has to be pleasing. You don't simply tell the truth by hurting others. The word that you're going to use, it has to be pleasing. But after that, you think whether it's going to be beneficial or not. Even if it's beneficial, is it going to agitate others or not? If yes, don't speak at all. Is that simple? Right? So we have no time for gossip. When there's no time for gossip, there is no problem. Right? Always think about it. Well, I have decided, okay, I must be, okay, I'm the person who speak the truth, all right? I'm not going to like this thing. Okay, so let's say, okay. So I mean, first thing, okay, I want to speak. Okay. So first filter, I'm going to speak the truth. Is it true? Yes, it's true. So secondly, if I convey the message, will it be pleasing to you? Yes or no? No. Yes. Okay. Yes. It's going to be pleasing. Okay. I'm going to say it in a very nice way. All right. Number three is, will it benefit you or not? Will it benefit you or not? Well, yes, it will benefit you. Yes. But at last, will it agitate you or not? Yes, it can agitate you. So if word that I'm going to speak going to agitate you, it definitely not going to be beneficial to you. Yes or not? Do you all agree with me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Sheila Mataji, do you agree? You have unmuted. Yes. Nice. I like the way. Yeah. So that means if I want to tell you something which is going to agitate you, it's not going to benefit you. It's not going to be pleasing to you. And even if it's the truth, it's not going to accept it. So why need to talk? Not make any good to him by conveying so and so message. You're not going to this thing unless the person is your child or your spouse or your siblings or your parents, like that, okay, but not to the open public, right? I cannot come and tell Vivan, Vivan, this is so must say, okay, when I speak something, will it benefit Vivan or not? If yes, so okay, so if benefit, okay, can I convey it in a very pleasing way or not? Yes, but after listening to this, will he get agitated or not? Oh yes, he's going to get agitated. Then I rather don't speak about it, right? So, but sometimes Those people who like to create gossip mongers, they cannot take it. They have to say something. So that's why Krishna says, so regularly reciting the Vedic literature. Always chant the Vedic literature, study the Vedic literature. So this is called the speech filter. Okay. You all following me on this? Okay. Now, so let's look at this austerity of the mind. So what is that austerity of the mind in your mind? Mana prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava shangshuddhir ityetat tapo manasam uchate. And satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerity of the mind. So the austerity of the mind means how are you going to engage your mind? Because your mind is always agitated, always looking for something great. Can I have that great thing? Can I have this? No, they're always looking for excitement. So how to control the mind? How you're going to practice the mind austerity is like this: being satisfied. Even you have little, satisfied. Huh? I remember, sometimes when you go to this temple prayers or wedding, when they go to put banana leaf, first thing what we do, we like to look around. What are the food served? You all agree with me? So what are the things served? Oh, what is that? Huh? Oh, what is this? Oh, they're serving this, giving that. Then we waiting. So all the food that comes to the plate, you see, okay, I got this, I got this. I missed of this. So what happened? While you're eating, you are meditating on that food. Hey, why I haven't got my papadam? While eating, why I haven't got my vada? While eating, why I haven't got my sabji kurma? While you're eating, you are meditating on something. Have you all experienced that before?
Yes.
Anyone? Oh, am I the only weird one?
Yes, Prabhu.
Who's that?
I used to hear from friends.
Huh?
I used to hear like this, my friends. When they
You
eat.
what?
I used to hear this from friends. When they eat, they used
Yeah,
to say, "Where is papadam?"
yeah, but
So
you
many
haven't
things.
experienced it? You haven't
No,
experienced
I
it?
don't.
That means you never go for any banana leaf meal?
I used to go, but I eat as whatever there is.
Wow, you are great. I mean, okay, should I ask this? When you were young, did you just eat whatever given to you? Sadguna Mataji?
Maybe at young, yes. Not
Yeah,
at
that's the thing, like young, of course. What we are old, we don't care. La. But when young time, imagine everybody is having 16 items on the leaf and you only get rice and dal. Will you be happy or not? Right?
yeah, rice and dal not enough,
So,
of course.
so that is very normal, right?
Yeah.
So, like that day was, I went for a wedding and say, how come? Hey, got papadam or not? Oh, yeah. Hey, there I saw got rasam. Where's the rasam? So while eating, you are meditating on what you don't have. End of the day, you are not satisfied at all. You're not concentrating on your food. You're not concentrating, but you're looking around. I don't have that. I don't have this. So be satisfied, right? What I have is what Krishna sanctioned for me. So be satisfied. What is given to you, enjoy it to maximum. Simplicity. Don't complicate your life. Simplicity in your mannerism, in your thinking, in your behavior, in your outlook, in your endeavor. Keep it simple. Life is actually simple, but we are complicating it with so many understanding, so many reasoning, right? It's so many reasoning. This, la, that, la, you are what you are because what's in your mind. You have to think positive. You have to think straight. All these kind of motivational craps. So what you need to do? Just simply go and perform your duty. Things will just work out. You do not need to have motivation. Do not have to jump here and there, right? Just like, okay, like example, like in a family life. If you can keep it everything simple, all right? What is my duty is to love my wife unconditionally. What is my duty is to love my children unconditionally. If you can just do that, where there is problem arise. But when you try to complicate things, this, that, that's when the trouble starts. Okay? Then gravity. You have to be very firm, grave. You have to be very firm in your understanding your belief. Self-control. Don't get agitated when someone come and say, whenever you get something, okay, whenever you get more than required, okay, you have to be self-controlled. And purification of one's existence. So how to purify one's existence? By chanting, by reading the Bhagavad Gita, because the chanting and reading Bhagavad Gita is actually purifying. Okay, chanting Hare Krishna purifies your mind. Reading Bhagavad Gita purifies your intelligence. And when these both purified, your whole existence is purified. All right, is the austerity of the mind. So now let's look at austerity. Okay, now let's look at austerity in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So austerity in the mode of goodness is transcendental faith. You have so much of faith, not expecting material benefit. You don't expect, all right? It's just out of faith. That means transcendental. That means your faith is so purified. So for the sake of pleasing the Supreme, your sake of you're doing just to please the Lord. So what are the side effects that Krishna gives? Take it as prasadam. So what are the side effects of performing bhakti? You're going to have tremendous peace of mind. You're going to have tremendous happiness. You're going to have tremendous satisfaction. Your laugh and your smile will be so genuine. All right. You don't have stress. You feel so relaxed. You can sleep at night so peacefully. That's a side effect. All right. So because you're pleasing the Lord, that's goodness. Second, the austerity that you perform out of passion. For what? For gaining respect, honor, and worship. Like what happened to Hiranyakasipu. See the way he meditated until half of his body is eaten by termites. Just for the sake of pride. I want to be powerful. No, I do this, perform this austerity. Like once upon a time, many, I think the person also should have passed away by now. We heard that he went to the Buntong, there's area, Silibin area in Ipoh. He go to the waterfalls and meditate to his neck level. He go and sit in the thing and try to meditate neck level. All right. Then after that, he come back. The next day, he go until one day that the forest ranger saw him and chase him out. Hey, apa lu buat? Malam duduk dalam water. I can't chase him out. Then after that, he start to brag. I used to meditate. Then I was asking, you meditate for how long? You meditate for how long? Oh, I meditate the whole night. Yeah, right. All this nonsense. But of course, he's a very famous bomo at that time. It's a famous bomo. So he just wanted, so he's all this for the sake of pride. For what? Gaining respect. Oh, this flow, meditate every night in the waterfalls. All right. But what happened? There's someone superior, the forest ranger, right? Police Utan, caught him and threw him out. All right. So they want to do that for what? For honor and worship. Oh, I'm great. So people start to worship him, right? And what happened? The austerity in ignorance. The austerity in ignorance is foolishness. Okay, perform out of foolishness. Is self-torture, destroy, injure others. Okay, like example, what happened? Once, many years ago, I saw in Thaipusam, one fellow was putting a long veil, right? I think a 10-footer, 10 adi, 6 feet or 10 feet of the veil spear, right? And all black, and the fellow like with the chakra at the back, and he was like holding the, when the thing poke here, they poke one side and come out here and they bite. They bite here. So only poke one side. And the fellow like try to show off, like a mad fellow, So I was distributing books that time. I was going around, Hare Krishna, come read these. I saw, wow, this fellow looks so nice at night, So, and there's some girls there and everything. So this fellow is a young boy. And they play the drum. And he was like so excited. He started to show off. And he started to move that spear very wildly. And you know what happened? The whole thing, tore his mouth and fell down. He looked, and both all bleeding. And everybody stopped. All looked down. And immediately they went and patched up the thing. They covered something on the face and they took him off. Madness. So this is foolish things. Like when you see like what 9 emperor god, that the Chinese festival, especially in Ipoh, what that area they call near the MGS school? What what is it? Yeah, what temple is that? Okay, anyway, I can't recall. It's near the school. All right, that temple. You know what they do? They take the parang. They put the parang. They put the screwdriver. All these are self-torture. Okay. Tao Bo Kiong, yes, Tao Bo Kiong temple. Because all my friends are Chinese, so every 9th day, the 9-day festival, the 9 emperor god, we used to go and see. Oh, fantastic. But the way they do things, I thought Indians are great, but they are even better. They can put the screwdriver in, they put the parang, they put everything into the mouth. Oh my God, dashat. Right? So all these things are the austerity in ignorance, self-torture, and destroy or injure others. 22. Okay, let's look at charity. What type of charity we need to do? So charity in the mode of goodness is you are doing it out of duty. Yes, it's my job, I need to do. So I given dutifully. All right, no expectation of return. Okay, don't expect the person to give you back. At proper place and time, you have to give at a proper place and proper time to a worthy person. What happens if I give this thing to a beggar or to the drunkard? Yes, when the fella take your money and go and drink, you kena, or no, you have to be consequences of the sin. And sometimes you see that they want to do this charity. Oh, I want to do this. I want to feed the poor people. How? By giving them chicken, giving them this thing. So it's still this thing, okay? And it is be given to you. Please do remember one thing. When you are giving charity, all right, because I need to tell this, you all must remember this. When you give charity, when that person accepts the charity, you are given a chance for purification. Okay? When that person doesn't accept your charity, it means he doesn't, I mean, you are not getting, so you're not getting, example, in other words, what is the reason we are doing charity? All right, like in layman term, you are trying to create some good karma. You're trying to do something good. Okay? So in order for you to do that good things, there's someone who are really poor have to accept it. Or someone who are really worthy. Those people are worthy, they have to accept it. All right? So it is not that you are giving the money. It is that person who are accepting it, and that acceptance purifies you. So we have to give it with so much of respect. Right? Like sometimes you see the Buddhist monk in Thailand, right? They'll be carrying the bowl. You know the way they give the food, so much of respect. When the monk will just come and stand, they will just so respectfully they take something and put inside, right? Not with Hare Krishna, 1 minute, take, go. Not like that. We have to do it dutifully with so much of respect, right? It's very important. I'd expect no expecting return. Oh, if I give him this, what I'm going to get? No. All right. So what is in the mode of passion? Charity in the mode of passion is with expectation of returns. I'm doing this. So in between, I need something. I give you this, I want something else. Like example, the typical Tamil way, Indian way of marriage. We give moikase, ang pao. Right? So what they do, they come back, first thing they write down. Padita Tarna gave 100 ringgit ang pao for my son's wedding, my daughter's wedding. They have write down. So when I give them invitation, my daughter is getting married, they will come, they check the book. Hey, Padita Tarna gave 100 ringgit. Okay. Then they give back 100 ringgit to me. All right. Then I put Vivan Manikam gave 100 ringgit. All right. So that is expecting returns. Okay. So, so we must remember, okay, expecting returns. And sometimes you see like, sometimes people like to give donation. They like to give it in, they make a big check and show the whole world. See, I'm giving charity. Why? So in the future, you'll be recognized as a philanthropist, and most likely you can get dato-ship. You can dato. Oh, this was such a big charitable person. Yeah. See, like what Ananda Krishnan did. All that money that they have given, so much of money, no one knows that he given. And people who receive that scholarship, no one knows that their scholarship is actually from him. All right. This is given dutifully. But with expectation of returns is in the passion. With desire for fruits. And in grudging mood. In grudging mood is another, okay. In a grudging mood is another thing, you know. What is a grudging mood? They say, Hayyo, Vandhatanda. Yeah, what do you want? Hare Krishna, would you like to help me some charity, you know? I'm distributing some books, so we want to print more books. Could you help? Yeah. Now take, go. Nonsense, this plus. Vandhatanda, nado, kudumiya vechikite, kasu. You know, these fellas got nothing else to do in life. Always money. You think money easy to find? Huh? So that is in a grudging mood. Okay. So what is ignorance? You give at not a pure place, impure place, to an improper time, to an unworthy person without proper attention and respect. This is what usually happen in the pub. All right. If you go to any shop, they sell beer, the Chinese shop, that the eatery at night, right? They will be just like all the fellows will be sitting and drinking, having fun. And suddenly one drunkard will come, right? Drunkard, and already this place is drunk. I say, yeah, what do you want? And can you give me a little? Oh, money. You want money? Just take. Go. So he gave that money to the beggar in an improper time, an improper place, and to unworthy person. And no proper respect and attention. Just take them through. Then after they say, you want beer? You want or not? Can wait, okay. Kasih dia satu. Go. Don't come in. Go. This is the drunkard's way of doing charity. All right. So I'm sure. So that's a improper, impure, to unworthy person without proper attention and respect. Or sometimes when you give money to the beggar will be sitting there, just go the ping, throw the money. All these are things. Okay. Right. So when you look at nectar of instruction, which we're going to discuss starting from next year, right? Verse 4, it says, Dadati pratigarnati, guhyang akyati pritchati, bhungte bojayati chaiva, sat vidam priti lakshanam. It says, offering gift in charity, accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring confidentially, accepting prasada, and offering prasada are the 6 symptoms of love shared by devotee to one and another. Okay. So this is what instruction is. Okay. Let's look at 17.23. All right. So now in 1723, Krishna says, Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho Brahmanastri Vidyasmrta Brahmanastena Vedascha Yaknasta Vihita Pura. From the beginning of the creation, the first day of creation, the 3 words Om Tat Sat were used to indicate the supreme absolute truth. So Om Tat Sat indicates what? The supreme absolute truth. These 3 symbolic representatives are used by Brahmanas. The 3 symbolic distinct used by Brahmanas while chanting the hymns of the Vedas. While they're chanting the Vedas, okay? And during sacrifice for satisfaction of the Lord. So even during the sacrifice, okay? Om Tat Sat. They used to chant this mantra. Then, okay, what is this? Om means, all right. So 23 and 26, it says, Om Tat Sat are words taken from the Vedic hymns indicating the absolute truth, Lord Krishna. Right? There's also some argument says that who said Om is Krishna? Cannot be. Now let's look at this. What is Om means? Om iti etat brahmanone distam nama. So Om means transcendentalist undertaking performance of sacrifice, charity, and penance in accordance with the scriptural regulation, and begin always with Om to attain the supreme. So Om is addressing the Lord. Like when I call you Mr. Vivan, Mr. C.S. Tan, Madam Rusan Chiang, Madam Sadguna. All right. So all these Mrs. Sumitra. So that means Mr., Mrs. What is this? Addressing a specific person. Right? Addressing a specific person. All right. We call them Madam. We call them Miss. Miss means not married. Mrs. means married. Madam means elderly lady. Madam. Right? All these things are there. So what is it? Just addressing a person with respect. So Om means addressing the Lord. We must understand. Om means addressing Lord Krishna. Okay, it's not for anyone else. It's not, I am saying it's mentioned in the Vedas. You see, now it says it's taken from this Om. Okay, it's mentioned in what? Chandogya Upanishad. Okay, so Om means addressing the Lord. So that's why whenever we chant the name Om, it is just like the Chinese having the surname, like Tan Chi Seong. Okay, C.S. Tan's full name is Tan Chi Seong. So his real name is Chi Seong, but Tan is father's name, surname, the family surname, right? Rusan Chiang. So Chiang is the surname. Okay, for Chinese, they have that surname. So similarly, the surname of all these things is Om. So Om means transcendental utterance. Om. That is what Om. So whenever we chant any mantra start with Om, we are addressing the Lord, and through the Lord, we are addressing that particular person. Tat. What is Tat means? Tat Tam Asi. Chandogya Upanishad, Canto 6, Chapter 8, Text 7. It says, without desiring fruitive result, one should perform various kind of sacrifice, penance, and charity with the word Tat. Without what? Desiring fruitive result. Okay. Sat. Sat eva saumya. Chandogya Upanishad, Canto 6, Chapter 2, text 1. It says the absolute truth is objective of devotional service. The absolute is the objective of the devotional service and is indicated by the word Sat. So that means the absolute truth means what? The absolute truth is Krishna is the objective. That's the objective of devotional sacrifice. So it says here, the penance sacrifice charity. The penance sacrifice charity. Foods when aimed at the Supreme. Om Tat Sat. The Supreme Personality Godhead, they become means of spiritual elevation. So that means Om Tat Sat means I am addressing everything to the Lord. So the penance, the sacrifice, the charity, or the food when aimed at the Supreme. So aim at the Supreme means Om Tat Sat. They become means for spiritual elevation. So means for to elevate you spiritually. Nama, Namo and Om. What is the difference? Very good. Namo means name. Namo means name. All right. Om means addressing the Lord. Okay. What is penance? Penance means like you are sitting and doing meditation. That means alattikittu serudhu. All right. Example like Vrudam. We are taking fasting. Okay. When you're fasting on Ekadasi day, you don't take grains. Okay. You're waking up early in the morning. Penance is also called as austerity. Okay. Penance is called austerity. That means you are doing something which is not nice to. Example, waking up early in the morning and taking a cold bath, especially in this month, Margali, Kartik Margali. Okay, it's they say that the best thing to do is to wake up early in the morning and take a cold bath. Any one of you tried? Maybe some of you don't know, but anyone taking a cold bath in the morning?
I took before, Prabhu cannot tahan. So I took hot bath.
Prabhu, try and see. I take my word. Right? Okay, no, never. See, get a pail, fill up the water, take the water and patch on your body a little, and take a cold bath. You will never believe that the fantastic feeling. Trust me. You know, my wife will be saying, because I don't take water using the shower. I used to take a pail of water and like to on my head, you know, take the thing. That's when I feel like I bathe. So usually I fill up with hot water, but now in this thing, I take a cold bath, and now my son also doing the same thing. And my daughter also doing the same thing. All I say, take a cold bath. Don't use heater. Take the cold bath. Wow, fantastic. Anyway, try and see. Did you try winter time, the cold water? Ah, yes. The cold bath that I've taken, the really cold bath was in Japan. Yes, I did. But the place that because in Japan it's okay. See, in Japan, the whole house is heated up, and the water is really chilly cold. You take the bath. Oh, fantastic! But the thing that I really strongly remember was in Ooty. Ooty is in India. It's on a hilly area. The temperature, I think, is around 6-7 degrees, extremely cold. And you know what happened? They will on the switch. All right, you only can take hot bath in the morning. First thing in the morning, they'll on the switch. The heater will be on. Then after that, they off the switch. Because in India, people bathe only once. But I am so used to bathe minimum 2 times. I can't tahan not taking an evening bath. Even the weather is extremely cold. Even I'm not sweating. But I said, I still need to bath. I need to bathe. Then I went and told the guy, can you on the heater? I said, what? Why? I said, not enough. You bathe one time. No, I have to bathe again. I said, no such thing. And I went and took the cool bath. You know, when I poured the thing, you know, the water, and sometimes the water also so chilly, you know, when you just like, I took that cold bath. Oh my God, I feel like my heart going to stop. You know, but after that, I could tolerate the cold weather. You know, everybody was having the thing. I was just wearing not singlet, a normal t-shirt. I was walking. I was saying, wow, if I take a cold bath, I can tolerate the cold weather. It's very nice, Mataji. Try and see. Disclaimer, try with your own risk. Okay. Then what is that austerity aim at the supreme, like, okay, like the austerity or the penance, just now Mataji asked about this question, is Ekadasi fasting and Janmashtami. Okay, when it comes Ekadasi, we try to fast with fruitarian. Okay, I will always give the reminder in the group. Today is Ekadasi, like tomorrow is Gita Jayanti, all right, the day Gita was spoken, and on the 12th is Ekadasi. So in 12th, what you can do, you can try to fast on that Ekadasi by taking only fruits. Be a fruitarian. We are talking about vegetarian, meatarian, all-tarian, right? So now is the time to become a fruitarian. Ekadasi day, be a fruitarian. Then comes Janmashtami, Krishna's birthday. All this kind of day, when you fast, you are aiming your austerity at the supreme. Okay, what is the sacrifice? Aim at the supreme. What is the sacrifice? Okay. Sankirtan Yagna is a sacrifice. Krite yadya yato vishnum tretayang yajato makai dwapare paricharyayang kalau tattari kirtanat. Whatever result obtained in Satya Yuga by meditating on Vishnu, Treta Yuga by performing big fire sacrifice, and in Dwapara Yuga by serving the Lord Lotus feet, deity worship, can be obtained in Kali Yuga simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. When you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the austerity that a person performed there with so many years, the fire sacrifice they do so many times is so much a first-class ingredient, and even all these things, all are considered achieved simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay, because there's a Kali Yuga Yagya. Okay, so charity aimed at the supreme. What is anything? Help in propagating Krishna consciousness. Okay, what is the thing? Help in propagating Krishna consciousness by donating money. For what? For book distribution, for building Krishna temple, for prasadam distribution. All these kind of things, you can use it for your charity. So sooner or later, we're going to start our program, the Chinese preaching effort. So we're going to create our own treasurer. I think we're going to discuss who's going to handle our money. So either Rusan Chang, because she's in Ipoh, or this CS Tan. So once we're going to have that thing, so all the charity we're going to collect. So with that, we try to use it for the Chinese preaching effort, because we need to do a lot of book distribution, especially the Chinese books. The books in Chinese, we have to import from overseas. I think in Hong Kong, it's going to be very costly. So you can think, if you want to help us, you can help us by donating money for that effort. Okay. That's why I say book distribution. That's why I say RDC formula: read, distribute, and chant. Okay. So food aim at the supreme is like Mahaprasad. That means you cook everything nicely, right? Without onion and garlic, without patai, all this kind of pungent food, all natural ingredient, first-class ingredient, put it there and put a tulsi on it. All right. That's what Mataji says. I don't, okay, tulsi without, because tulsi attracts the Lord. Ah, tulsi. Oh, prasadam, like that. You understand what I mean? Ah, tulsi. And now what? Oh, people are offering food. You simply put the food, Krishna don't even want to look at it. Must be with tulsi. If you don't have tulsi, you take one leaf, you can even divide it into few pieces and put. Even you can't get that, you can have some twigs, the tulsi twigs, you just can break, and you can put it on top. Okay. In worst case scenario, you can even recycle the tulsi. The tulsi that you offered yesterday, you take it and use it to offer it back again to Krishna. But that is only worst case scenario. Okay. So it's very important. Why patai cannot consume? Yes, smell, yeah. The smell is more of ignorance. Pungent. Pungent தெரியுமா ஒரு மாதிரி நாத்தம். What they call pungent in Tamil? Because it's also known as stinky bean. And after you eat, what happened? You also, the fat, even this thing all will be extremely smelly, right? Patai. Pungent in Tamil. The word pungent in Tamil is mulu kadugu. Hey, இது என்ன முழு கடுகுன்னு போட்டிருக்கு? Partially. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what is it, what they call Panjan. All right. Anyone can help me to translate Panjan in this thing? First of all, it is smelly, very smelly. Second of all, huh? First of all, it's very smelly. Second of all, when you eat, you can feel some kind of gassy things. Okay, that's why sometimes even the urine also smells of pungent. Urine, the patai. Even the toilet also will be very smelly. Even a fart, when people pop, also can be extremely smelly. Right? Then after you eat, when you burp, you feel a kind of gas coming out. Okay, these are, I've never eaten patai in my life until I married my wife. Then after that, I eat patai, then I find it extremely terrible. Okay. So patai all usually they don't offer to Krishna. Okay. So take the formula, the commitment, RDC formula. I'm telling you, it really works. You can see a huge transformation happening in your life. Your life going to be very beautiful. Your life going to be very sublime. You're going to have a lot of peace of mind, happiness. So take the formula, read the Bhagavad Gita and distribute Bhagavad Gita and chant Hare Krishna. But now in whole Malaysia, there's the lack of Bhagavad Gitas. All right. There's no stocks. Bhagavad Gita has no stock. All asking me. I say I cannot give. I only got another 20 Bhagavad Gitas with me. So once this thing is over, I don't know how long we have to wait for the new stock to arrive. But meanwhile, you can still refer to our Veda base. All right. So with that, we end the session today. So you like to open for any questions, any comment? Hey, Sumi, you're here. You are late. Are you there, Sumi? She's not there. All right. So any questions? Anything? Any comment? Krishna Rubani sent a message. What did you say? Your father is what my dad used to do. What?
No, sir. Just now you talking about the wedding money, right? The moi.
Oh,
People
Moikas. Oh, okay.
used to see the list how much they give and then they return the same amount.
Yeah. It is just like people are helping you for the marriage, then you repay the thing. Like sometimes they say, I got only one child. They come and do. And after that, their family got 5 children. So first time you do, others all no need lah.
Exactly, sir.
All these kind of things lah. Yeah. All right. So is there any Sumitra, are you there, Sumitra? I think she's listening it far away. So how about any questions? Kripa Prabhu, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, are you okay? You feel good today?
Fine.
Very good, Prabhu. Yes. All right. So tomorrow is going to be the final day, the grand finale. So I hope all of you can gather and expect to be little delay. All right. But I will never drag a long time. So you all are such a fantastic participant. I really enjoyed time talking to all of you. We had so many questions. We have so many cultural based questions like Kula Devam, and we had so many intriguing questions, intriguing discussion. Such a wonderful participants. So my gratitude to all of you. And at the same time, tomorrow is Gita Jayanti, the day that Gita was spoken. And on this day, tomorrow is the day that you should really study the Gita. But we are very fortunate. We're going to speak on chapter 18 tomorrow. In the evening, I think somewhere around 6 or 7 o'clock, 6 p.m., we're going to recite Bhagavad Gita in our temple, ISKCON Ipoh. And this the same situation is going to happen in every temple in Malaysia. So if you are connected very nearby to any ISKCON temple, please do not miss, go for it. And also expected a heavy rain. And so keep yourself safe, plan your journey, drive carefully. So once you go to the nearest temple, and imagine in this kind of rain, you are reading Bhagavad Gita, is going to be very nice. All right. So in Ipoh, we're just going to recite that thing. I'm going to bring my computer with a projector and everything. project to the screen. So we try to. You're coming where? Ipoh. Don't lah. Hopefully, just come lah.
Coming, sir, coming.
Ipoh. Oh
Ipoh,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm
We discussed
coming
that day. Yeah. Right.
back. Yeah.
Dineshwari says cold bath. Okay, never. What is the penance? Cold bath, heart. Oh, okay. Dinesh. I mean, he's hard, but he's try. I'm coming to. Okay, now only I'm seeing all the message. So, what we discussed Krishna Rubini on Thursday. Are we going to do entire recital, or are we going to postpone to next week? I don't remember what we discussed that day.
I think
Krishna
the
Rubini?
entire sir, from 7:30 to until 12, you say like that.
Yeah, when is it going to be on?
This Thursday. Coming
Or this Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but Helena cannot make it,
Yeah, she got OT.
Only thing she can't make it. Okay. So those who can't make it to the temple tomorrow, you can also invited to come to our Namahat Center. In Namahat Center, we're going to recite the entire Bhagavad Gita. Most likely starting at 7:30. I think 7 o'clock will be very ideal, but 7:30 lah, make it 7:30. So we're going to recite the entire Bhagavad Gita. And of course, the internet is very powerful, not like in our temple. Temple internet is so hopeless because that area is surrounded by hills. You can't get internet. But on Thursday night, we may broadcast Zoom. So that means I will see the situation. Then we all get together in the Zoom and we all start to recite the Bhagavad Gita along together. Okay. So I just give a glimpse how we're going to do it. So is the thing. Advanced view. Okay. So we're going to sing like this. Tatrastra vacha dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsava mamaka pandavas chaiva kim akurvata sanjaya sanjaya vacha trisvatu pandavanikam yuddhang duryodhanastada acharyam upasangamya raja vachanam abravit pashyaitam panduputranam acharya mahatim chamum युद्धं द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येन धीमता अत्र शूर महेश्वास भीमार्जुन समायुधि युयुधानो विरतश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथ दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितान काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवा. So like that. Okay. So we're going to sing all the text. Then after that come to 46. The next. Last time, what we usually do, we read the verse. We read the translation, okay? Like this. Okay, we all get together. We read like this. Okay, like that. So, observing the army battle of Kurukshetra, he says, Dhritarashtra say, "Oh Sanjaya, after my sons and sons of Pandu assemble in the place of pilgrimage Kurukshetra to fight, what did they do?" Sanjaya said, "O king, after looking over the army arranged by military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words. Oh, my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by intelligent disciple and son of Drupada. Here in the army, so many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. Great fighters like Yudhava, Virata, Drupada." Like that, we used to read. So it depends how you want to do it. So if we have, if we are going to have, like usually that Gita thing, you know, how many we used to have 30 participants, okay, roughly 50 participants once. So 700 divided by 50. So how many verses? Let me say, like, okay, like example, say like 100 people turn up. 100 people turn up, each will take 7 verses. So Rusan Mataji will read the first 7 verses. Then after that, continue with Dineshwari Mataji. Then after that, continue by Vivan. Then after that, continue by K7, all 7. After CS Prabhu, then Sadguna Mataji, Logeshwari Mataji, then Sheila, then Sumitra, then Krishna. Like that, we take 7. So entire 700 verses we can cover. But this one takes almost 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours. We did this many times. Okay. So one day if you're really available, we can do that, especially on weekends, not on daily. The other days cannot. So, but when we recite the verses, we can get it done around 2-3 hours. Okay. So that's the thing. In front of this means no. This one we do it online through the Zoom. We read through the Zoom. I mean the translation verses through the Zoom. But tomorrow in the temple, everyone will be sitting holding the Bhagavad Gita, or maybe I just project to the wall, and everybody just sing along. That's all. Okay. Any other question? Okay, no question. It's 11:09. All right. So with that, we'll end our session here. I hope that you have learned something new today. I hope there's some takeaway. I hope that you have got something inspiration to practice. All right. So with that, we'll end the session here. On chapter 17, Bhagavad Gita, batch 4. Okay. So tomorrow morning, we're going to meet and we're going to discuss the final chapter, chapter 18. And after that, 1 day break. Then Friday, we're going to start the 5th batch. If any one of you wanted to join the batch, please be welcome. Tomorrow, I'll share the link because I don't want to spam the group so you get confused. So tomorrow you're done. Okay, I'll share the link. You can join batch 5. Join the group because all the things will be shared there. All right, the Zoom and all the recording and everything. So till then, have a wonderful day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha. Paditanam pavinebhyo Vaishnave Bhayo Namo Nama. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Have a nice day.